we deal with food insecurity, and the people we serve are those most likely to need us in time of disaster. And the only difference between what we do in the daily basis of food insecurity and disaster is we feed more people, because there are more people in need, more people dealing with food insecurity who've lost everything out of their refrigerator, who've lost everything out of their freezer, who need replacement groceries. That's what we do. We fill that void, and we don't care your situation in life, your economic situation, your personal situation. If you need help, we want to be there to help you. And that's our focus.
That's really a blessing, because they're helping the poor and they're helping the need. So I think that's really good, that people got a heart.
I pay all my bills. Then I have to put up so much a month for property taxes, for flood insurance and stuff like that. So it dwindles, you know. There's a lot of times I don't turn on my heat or my air conditioner because I know I can't pay a big old bill. So
having the food bank is a blessing to a lot of people. You would be surprised at how many people that comes through here that needs the food.
It's very important now. You know, with all the prices going up, and I'm not able to work right now and stuff, it's hard. But by the grace of God, I make it through, you know, and these people are just a blessing. Like I said, they do this and they, you know, they make sure everybody has something.
The Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank collects food from the Greater Baton Rouge area to distribute through their pantries, which are spread throughout the 11 parishes we serve. We have over 100 agencies spread throughout that 11 parish area, and we strive to get food to them. How do we do that? We take our own trucks and provide distributions to them. We also use those trucks to pick up food and other donations to bring back to our warehouse so that we can distribute that food to those agencies. When you look at what the food bank does and the needs of the food bank, we need three things to be successful. We need donations of food, naturally. We need donations of people's time, which is key for us, and then also donations of money to be able to pay for the fuel to drive those trucks. So if you think about it as a stool, it's basically a three-legged stool. And without any one of those legs of volunteer time, volunteer donations, or dollars, the stool can't stand and the food bank can't survive. We have been setting records since COVID of the number of volunteers, number of different individuals who've been volunteering, and the number of hours they've committed to us. That's how we survive. That's how we can leverage. You know, when you start talking about the equivalent of 20 employees from your volunteer hours, you're talking about a substantial workforce that we could not afford to employ otherwise.
You want to put your time and your effort into something that you know is helping people. And so I know that when we come here, everything we touch goes to a child or an adult or a senior that needs that help, that doesn't have the food to eat.
What they do here is just tremendous. Like, I never realized how big of an operation it was, but it feels good to know that you're helping people in the community. I just feel like if everybody gave 1 hour a week, you know, it could reach so many people.
You needed to give back through my Christian faith, and if not through faith, people should give back just civic duty, trying to lessen the cost for services so that the money can go directly to the food product.
Individuals are more than welcome to come set up a tour. They can come tour the facility. They can come volunteer and have a good experience, hopefully, making a difference for other people. We also encourage companies to come in, use our boardroom as a meeting room to do a training, and then volunteer with us so they can do a half day of volunteer work and a half day of their own training to accomplish two things at one time. We have a nutrition area that educates people about making the right choices for children, making the right choices for yourselves from a nutritional perspective. It's education. We have a myriad of other direct distribution programs. We have backpacks that we bring into schools to cover kids for the weekends so that we can make sure they'll learn and not be distracted by the pangs of hunger or the headache or the tummy ache that they may get for being hungry. We also do a senior program where we distribute to seniors. We have mobile pantries where we go out and do actual distributions in place of a pantry. We also have Farm Fresh, where a lot of our agencies don't have the capacity to handle fresh produce. Well, we bring it to them just in time for their distributions so that they can access that produce and can introduce it into people's diets. We can't do what we do without our team, but it's beyond just our staff in-house. It's also all those agencies that we work through and all the people who step up to feed in those communities where we go. During COVID, for example, we had to substitute for those agencies, and that was a big challenge for us to be able to cover places where agencies were shut down because of the age of their volunteers and the fear of COVID. But we did it, and this team did it, and it's a tremendous compliment to their commitment and their dedication to making sure that people are fed that we were able to accomplish those things.
We're all one community, we're all neighbors and brothers and sisters. We all believe in the same God. That's all what counts.
It's just me. And I don't cook a whole lot anymore because the price of groceries, I used to buy a pack of bacon for $9 and now it's almost $20. On $31 worth of food stamps is my new increase. I can't do that. So I depend on this a lot.
We can do more with $1 than an individual can because they go to the grocery store and they're paying that full retail price. We can get product at wholesale. We can also get donated product from national providers into Baton Rouge for the cost of the transportation. That's right, just the cost of the transportation to get that food here. We have a responsibility to our donors to make sure that every dollar we receive is maximized to the best possible use, highest and best use of what they're asking us to do with it. And that's feed people. I want them to know that we honor them, we're honored by them, and we take that trust that they place in us very seriously. And we're not going to do something that's not going to accomplish what they're asking us to do, to feed people, to feed them in the most effective and efficient way possible, and to focus on making a difference in individuals' lives.